What's up, everybody? King of Fun here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Make sure you follow me over there on CocoScope, as well as my Telegram channel, t.me/KingofFun1. Also, make sure you're following all of my YouTube channels, this primary channel, my King of Fun Gem Hunters channel, as well as my CocoScope channel, just in case anything happens to these ones. The Telegram page will be a great place for you guys to go to for all of the updates. Today, we're going to be talking about Chainlink and Aave, or the ETH Lend token. These things are on fire today, and I figured why not talk about some of these coins that are much more long-term instead of a lot of the shot-in-the-dark Uniswap tokens. So you definitely probably heard about Chainlink in the past year, but it's definitely starting to pick up more and more interest with a lot of people due to the fact that it's becoming a top contender. You can see it here as it's ranked 12. Today it is up about 11-12%, and a lot of people have said that Chainlink can be a top 3 coin, possibly even passing Ethereum in the future. So we're going to take a look at what exactly does that mean for the price of Chainlink, what exactly does that mean for crypto overall. Now, I know a lot of times I just talk about price and, hey, this coin's a good buy, this coin's a good sell, that type of thing, but in instances like this where you could potentially be holding a coin for a longer period of time, it's helpful to know exactly what the coin does. And I know that it takes me a while to really research deeply a lot of coins before I buy them in the initial hype. So if you just want a basic overview of what Chainlink does, it's basically an upgraded version of a smart contract. Now, if you don't know what a smart contract is, on the Ethereum blockchain, it's basically when you have an agreement, that agreement is set in stone, it is locked down on the internet, and typically it cannot be changed whatsoever. And a lot of companies can use things like smart contracts to be able to put agreements out there to its customers, its user base, other companies, to really grow their platform in the future. And when I'm looking at these, specifically when I'm looking at Uniswap coins and these DeFi coins, this is what I think is the future of crypto and the future of technology in general. I'm not just purchasing a bunch of Uniswap DeFi coins because I think they're the next moonshot, but I do actually believe that coins like this, like Chainlink, which is another coin that is available on Uniswap and DeFi, will be a gigantic game changer in the world of crypto, in the next couple of years. So, like I said, going back to what it does, we've talked about what a smart contract does. It's an agreement, but the problem with a smart contract is that it's kind of hard-coded, and it can only just use numbers that are also hard-coded in the contract. There isn't very much variance or a way to do variability based on real world changes. What Chainlink does is it allows agreements to connect to the real world. So if a number changes in the real world, then Chainlink can switch around its code a little bit and be able to distribute the right amount of funds, or be able to basically connect with more than just what is hard-coded on the blockchain. So it might sound confusing to you, but that's a big deal when it comes to really building something more complicated and more useful in the crypto world, to be able to connect like the internet to something that changes in real time in the real world. And they do this in at least the safest way known right now, so that they'll verify and double-check things. And, with crypto, it's all about trying to do all of this stuff without human beings, without centralization, without people that can make mistakes, and Chainlink is one of the closest things to being able to do that. So that's why it's kind of taken off right now, and the use case for what Chainlink can do is definitely very, very high, and the potential is very, very high if the use case is actually put to work. So right now it's sitting at about $5.24, just had a big pump. It might be down by the time you're watching this video, but I wanted to really take a look at the longer term chart, so the 180-day chart. Now, it did hit this high, or close to this high, a little bit earlier in the year. On March of 2020, it hit $4.68, and then took a pretty large dump, along, I think, with the rest of the crypto market, all the way down to $1.79. But since then, it's really just been moving up and up and up since then, from $1.79 all the way up to $5. That's close to about a 4x bonus already right there. And again, if we take a look at the price, I'm just going to get into this really quickly before we get into the Lend token. Right now, sitting at $5.24. The market cap for Chainlink is about $2 billion. Now, just looking at the markets right now, with Ethereum's market cap at $26 billion, Chainlink, if it were to go near that and match that of Ethereum, which is what a lot of people do speculate that it's in the realm of being as useful as Ethereum itself, then we can see this definitely hit a 10.5x. So that will put the price at close to about $75. Now that is sort of the low end, positive prediction, because a lot of people are speculating that we are in a crypto bull market right now. So the market caps for everything should increase dramatically if that next bull run does hit. So if we do see a $75 Chainlink, we've seen Ethereum go up to $1,000, which is almost close to about 5 times what that is. If you go to $75, you multiply that by 5. I'm very bad at math, so I can't do that in my head. 7 times 5, or 75 times 5. You got to do quarters, guys. $375 is what a positive high end of what Chainlink could look like. So that is that token. I do have some of these bought up. Now, again, I never really advise you guys to buy on days that are super duper green. I don't advise you guys to do anything, actually. But, if this thing does hit red again sometime soon, or if it does go down again sometime soon, I think it stood the test of time, for me at least, to say this coin is not going away, and it might be very useful to scoop up some while they're cheap, if they ever do become cheap again. Moving on to the next token of the day. This is another one that I bought a good amount of not too long ago. This is the Aave, or Lend token, formerly known as Lend, currently known as the Aave token. And again, this one's been rising pretty nicely over the past 90 days too, and the volume is staying up there. And again, I'm looking at these tokens, and again, the reason why I'm buying these Uniswap tokens and taking chances on some of these low market cap stuff is because I do think that this is the future of crypto. I do believe that you're going to see the majority of these top 50 coins be DeFi coins that have actual use cases. I think that that's the next step for where crypto is going to go during the next bull run. And Aave, or Lend, does fit those kind of qualifications for being the next kind of big coin. So what it does, in case you're curious about that, I wanted to go into more detail about what these things do. It kind of works like an exchange, but kind of doesn't. You can deposit and borrow, so it also kind of works like Uniswap as well, if you guys understand how that works. And I'm just going to quickly go over this because it gets a little confusing if we're going to get too deep into the details of how it works. But you have all these assets right here. So you even have Chainlink on here. You have Basic Attention Token. You have the ETHLend token. And you have the ability to click right here where it says deposit. Now, if I wanted to deposit any of these tokens in here, obviously I'm not going to be able to use them anymore. They're going to be in the platform, but they'll still be mine because in the contract's connected or coded to, they're your tokens at the end of the day. So when you deposit in here, you're going to get an APY, or what is this, an annual percentage yield of about 6.77% for DAI. And you can look for some of these APYs that have higher percentages if you want to. I know whatever this coin is has a 12% APY. And when you deposit into here, that means within a year, you're going to be getting somewhere close to around that range, provided that that number doesn't change too much. So let me just show you guys this for an example. So if I were to click deposit right here, just click OK, I got it. Connect with one of your wallets. So we're just going to use the MetaMask wallet to connect with it right here. And then I can click on the amount of DAI that I want to deposit. How much do I want to do? And then there will be a balance that ticks up over time, and you're free to withdraw your DAI or any of your coins whenever you want to. So that's really nice, is that it's not locked in there for any amount of time, and you'll be accumulating interest on a daily basis. Now, obviously, gas fees are going to be make it so that you shouldn't just deposit and withdraw right away. It's not that type of thing, but over a span of 30 days, 60 days, 180 days, you can make a pretty good amount of money if you're putting in a pretty large amount of money to this liquidity provider as well. Same case goes for borrowing. You can borrow some of these coins on here too. So let's just say I wanted to borrow some Chainlink tokens. Now the cool thing about this is, unlike trading, if the price goes down, you can kind of get some of your money back depending on what kind of borrowing you do, if you do a stable borrow versus a variable borrow. So it could actually be better than trading if the coin value goes down, or if the coin value goes up of the one that you're putting up as collateral to borrow. Because a lot of people might think, oh well, borrowing, it just means I can take it for free. No, you need to actually, you kind of need to pay for it with something else. But when you want to give it back and get back your something else, then if that something else went up or down in price, it could be in your benefit from using a platform like Aave instead of trading it and just getting the value plus the exchange fees and all that other stuff that comes with exchanges. So pretty cool platform, and again, it has a really, really good use case in terms of getting an annual interest rate from just depositing funds in here. And again, it's yours to withdraw. It's not like it's going to go away or do anything like that. And you can get kind of free money from this. Now, obviously, I know I talk about a lot of platforms on my channel, and they pay 1% per day. So if you're getting 1% per year, that might not be as attractive. But in terms of smart contract and safety and all things like that, it's coded to work the way that it works, so you're kind of guaranteed to get what's listed here for Aave. So this is another coin that currently is ranked number 45 at 17 cents. Now again, this is a very, very green day for Aave as well, but we kind of take a look and see where this could be. Again, I'm putting most of the top DeFi coins at maybe, let's just say, we're going to say top 15, because Chainlink is already in there in the top 15. So we're looking at a minimum market cap of about $1.5 billion overall. So if we go down to Aave, which is ranked 40, I believe, if we can find it here it is, ranked 45. So it has a market cap of $218 million. So we can go ahead and double that to get close, or go ahead and 10x that to get close to the top 10 rates, or top 15 coins. So if we 10x this, we could definitely be looking at about $1.70, maybe rounding that down to about $1.50 for it to be a really, really big game changer for a top 15 coin. These are coins that have potential to do that. Now, it doesn't mean that's going to happen. There's a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes you can have projects that have similar concepts but do it better that come out, and that could really affect the price. But these are coins that I'm bullish on for a longer term, and that personally I'm holding for a longer term, and I'm confident about for a longer term as well. So hopefully guys, you enjoyed that video. I know most of the time I talk about super duper low market cap coins that might go 10x in a day, but these coins are definitely not ones that you want to ignore either. When long term, if we see a year out, what happened with Ethereum was it started off at a couple dollars, it went up to a max of $1,000 in a year's time, or maybe 2 or 3 years. But the same thing can happen with some of these DeFi coins, I believe. That is everything for today, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to follow those Telegram channels, my announcements one. Additionally, I'm doing my $1,000 giveaway tomorrow. If you guys are interested in that, go to Telegram, go to my Telegram channel, scroll up and look for that post, and you will be eligible. Currently, about 100 people are involved in that one. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Pound that like button, please. Peace out.